Good morning, children. In our previous class, we studied about the Ohm's law and the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. To recall those all, first Ohm's law, that is the potential difference V across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, and provided its temperature remains the same, means the temperature is constant. The potential difference V across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided its temperature remains the same. This is called the Ohm's law. This is represented by V is directly proportional to I. Here V is the potential difference and I is the current. That is V by I equals to R. Here R is the proportionality constant. V equals to IR. Here R is the, it is called the resistance. Understood, children? Resistance means it is the property of a conductor to resist the flow of a charges. And we also discussed about the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. It depends on its length. Second one is on its area of cross section, and that is third one is on the nature of its material. Now today in this class we will study about the resistors and the resistance of a system of a resistor. A resistor is an electrical component that limit or regulate the electric current. We can also say that a conductor having some appreciable resistance is called a resistor. A conductor having an some appreciable resistance, it is called as a resistor. Means resistance means it opposes the flow of charges, means it opposes the current. A resistor is anything that electricity cannot travel through easily. A resistor is anything that electricity cannot travel through easily. Examples, the resistors are used in a fan, bulb, TV, etc. Next, resistance of a system of a resistors. See children, in previous sections we have learnt about some simple electric circuits. We have noticed how the current through a conductor depends upon its resistance and the potential difference across its ends. How the current through a conductor depends upon its resistance and the potential difference. That is I equals to V by R. As the potential difference increases, the current also increases, and as the current increases, the resistance decreases, and as the resistance increases, the current decreases. Here in various electrical gadgets, we often use the resistors in various combinations. We now therefore intend to see how the Ohm's law can be applied to the combination of resistors. We will apply the Ohm's law here to the combination of resistors. See children, Ohm's law, I have already told about the Ohm's law. That is the potential difference V across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided the temperature remains same. That is V is directly proportional to I, V equals to IR. Here we will apply this Ohm's law to the combination of resistors. There are two methods of joining the resistors together. The figure given below shows an electric circuit in which the three resistors having the resistances R1, R2 and R3 respectively are joined end to end. Here the resistors are said to be connected in a series. We will use here three resistances. Three resistors having the resistances R1, R2 and R3. They are joined end to end. Here the resistors are said to be connected in a series. First resistor in a series. See children, this is resistors in series. Here three resistors R1, R2 and R3, and this is ammeter, battery, plug key. The current is flowing here. See children, have you ever thought what happens to the value of the current when a number of resistors are connected in series in a circuit, and what would be their equivalent resistors? Since we are connecting 3 resistors here, we will get the equivalent resistance. Now let us try to understand these with the help of the following activities. We will discuss some activities here. Here first, you have to join 3 resistors of different values in series. Means you have to connect the resistors end to end, connect them with the battery, an ammeter and a plug key. See children, we have already connected the 3 resistors here and connect with the battery, plug key and the ammeter. See, this is battery, plug key and the ammeter. Next, in figure 1.1, you may use the resistors of values like 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, etc. and a battery of a 6 volt for performing this activity. You can use the resistors of values 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, etc. and a battery of a 6 volt for performing this activity. And you have to plug the key and note the ammeter reading. Now, change the position of the ammeter to anywhere in between the resistors. Now, you can change the position of the ammeter. See, here this is the ammeter. You can change the position here in between the resistors, and again you note down the reading here each time. Do you find any change in the value of the current through the ammeter? You will observe that when you change the position of the ammeter in between the resistors and when you note down the reading each time, you will observe here the value of the current in the ammeter is the same. It will not change independent of its position in the electric circuit. If you change the ammeter also, then the value of the current will not change here, means it will remain constant. Here it means that in a series combination of resistors, the current is the same in every part of the circuit, or the same current through each resistor. Means in series combination, the same current flows in every part of the circuit through the resistor. Now activity 2. In activity 1, you have to insert a voltmeter across the ends X and Y. See children, you have to insert the voltmeter across the points X and Y, and of the series combination of 3 resistors as shown in figure 1.2 here. Now plug the key in the circuit and note down the voltmeter reading. Now plug the key and you note down the voltmeter reading. It gives the potential difference across the series combination of the resistors. When you plug the key in the circuit and note down the voltmeter reading, it will give you the potential difference across the series combination of the resistors. See children, you have already studied about the potential difference. That is the potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit carrying some current. It is the work done to move a unit charge from one point to the other. The work done to move a unit charge from one point to other, it is called as the potential difference. That is V equals to W by Q. Now, when you connect the voltmeter and when you plug the key, it will show some potential difference here. Now take out the plug key and disconnect the voltmeter. Now you take out this plug key and note on the voltmeter reading and disconnect the voltmeter. Now insert the voltmeter across the ends X and P. Now you insert the voltmeter across the ends X and P. Across the ends X and P of the first resistor. Now you plug the key and disconnect the voltmeter first, and again now insert the voltmeter across the ends X and P of the first resistor as shown in the figure. Now plug the key and measure the potential difference across the first resistor. Let it be V1. Now plug the key and measure the potential difference across the first resistor V1. Let it be V1. Similarly, measure the potential difference across the other 2 resistors separately, and let these values be V2 and V3. As we are connecting here 3 voltmeters, we will represent the potential difference as V1, V2 and V3. Now we will deduce the relationship between V1, V2 and V3. Now we will observe that the potential difference V is equal to the sum of the potential differences V1, V2 and V3. Children, when you note down the voltmeter reading, you will observe that the potential difference V is equal to the sum of the potential differences V1, V2 and V3. That is, the total potential difference across a combination of resistors in series is equal to the sum of the potential differences across the individual resistors. The total potential difference across a combination of resistors in series, it is equal to the sum of the potential differences across the individual resistors. That is, V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. In the electric circuit shown in figure 1.2, let I be the current through the circuit. Let I be the current through the circuit. The current through each resistor is also I. It is possible to replace the three resistors joined in series by an equivalent single resistor of resistance R. We can replace the three resistors R1, R2, R3 by a single resistance R, such that the potential difference V across it and the current I through the circuit remains the same. Such that the potential difference V across it and the current I through the circuit remains the same. Now applying the Ohm's law to the entire circuit. We will get here V equals to IR, that is potential difference equals to current into resistance. You know that V equals to IR, V1 is IR1, V2 equals to IR2, V3 is IR3. V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3, that is V is IR equals to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. Here IR equals to, take I common here, we will get R1 plus R2 plus R3, that is resistance series equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Here the total resistance equals to the sum of the individual resistances. We can conclude that when several resistors are joined in series, the resistance of the combination in series equals the sum of their individual resistances R1, R2 and R3 and is thus greater than any individual resistance. Here the sum is resistance in series is always greater than the any individual resistance. Understood, children? When the several resistors are joined in series, the resistance of the combination in series equals the sum of the individual resistances R1, R2 and R3 and is thus greater than the any individual resistance. Now see one example here. An electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm and a conductor of 4 ohm resistance are connected to a 6 volt battery. Now calculate the total resistance of the circuit and also the current through the circuit and the potential difference across the electric lamp and the conductor. See children, this is the circuit diagram. Here the 4 ohm it is the resistance, and this is the lamp, 6 volt battery, ammeter and the plug key. Now the resistance of the electric lamp R1, here R1 is 20 ohm. The resistance of the conductor connected in series R2 is 4 ohm. Then the total resistance of the circuit R equals to R1 plus R2. Now resistance series equals to 20 ohm plus 4 ohm, that is 24 ohm. And the total potential difference across the two terminals of the battery V equals to 6 volt. The total potential difference here V equals to 6 volt. Now applying the Ohm's law, that is I equals to V by R equals to 6 volt by 24 ohm. You will get here current is 0.25 ampere. Now again applying the Ohm's law to the electric lamp and the conductor separately, we get the potential difference across the electric lamp. V1 equals to 20 ohm into 0.25 ampere, that is 5 volt. That is V equals to IR. Here current is 0.25 ampere and resistance is 20 ohm. You will get here potential difference 5 volt. And again across the conductor V2 is a resistance is 4 ohm and current is 0.25 ampere. You will get here again potential difference V2 is 1 volt. Suppose that we like to replace the series combination of the electric lamp and the conductor by a single and equivalent resistor. Its resistance must be such that a potential difference of 6 volt across the battery terminals will cause a current of 0.25 ampere in the circuit. See children here. Suppose that you want to replace the series combination of electric lamp and the conductor by a single and equivalent resistor. Its resistance must be such that the potential difference of 6 volt across the battery terminals will cause a current of a 0.25 ampere in the circuit. The resistance R of this equivalent resistor would be R equals to V by I. That is potential difference is 6 volt and current is 0.25 ampere. You will get here resistance equals to 24 ohm. That is this is the total resistance of the series circuit. It is equal to the sum of the two resistances. The total resistance of the series circuit, it is equal to the sum of the total resistances. Understood children? See children, today we discussed about the resistors and the resistance of a system of a resistors. That is, we discussed about the resistors in a series. That is the when several resistors are joined in series, the resistance of a combination Rs equals the sum of their individual resistances R1, R2, R3 and is thus greater than any individual resistances. That is, resistance in series equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now, you answer this question children. What is a resistor? Draw schematic diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 3 cells of 2 volt, a 5 ohm resistor, an 8 ohm resistor and a 12 ohm resistor and a plug key all connected in a series. An electric lamp whose resistance is 35 ohm and a conductor of 6 ohm resistance are connected to a 8 volt battery. Calculate the total resistance of the circuit. B is the current through the circuit and also the potential difference across the electric lamp and the conductor. Understood children? You answer these questions. Next concepts we will discuss in our next class. Thank you.